This 18-year-old footballer lives the life of a billionaire, and none of it was inherited. He earned it all in just 2 years of his professional career. He is Lamine Yamal, the youngest superstar of FC Barcelona, the player every club in Europe dreams of signing. Some clubs have even offered more than 250 million euros, but Barcelona refuses to let him go. To protect their golden boy, they've placed a $1 billion release clause on him, one of the highest in football history. So let's find out how this young talent became so invaluable.
Yamal, Yamal, Yamal!
That is simply amazing! The youngest player to ever play!
Lamine Yamal was born in Mataró, Spain in 2007, a kid with a left foot destined to change European football's rhythm. His story began in Barcelona's sacred academy, La Masia, where dreams meet discipline. At La Masia, every child learns patience, but patience was never Yamal's story. His talent was so raw, so evident, that coaches couldn't keep him hidden in youth ranks for long. By age 15, while most were still navigating exams and teenage routines, Yamal stepped into the senior squad, becoming Barcelona's youngest debutant in history. His control, composure, and creativity were far beyond his age. Commentators didn't describe him as a young player, they described him as ready. Barcelona fans saw the resemblance instantly: the low center of gravity, the left-footed wizardry, the dribbles that felt like déjà vu. But this wasn't another Messi story. This was Yamal's era beginning early. Records became his routine. The youngest debutant, the youngest scorer, the youngest to start a Champions League game. Every milestone reminded the world that age had stopped being a limitation. Then came Euro 2024. At 17, Yamal became Europe's headline. His goal against France in the semi-final wasn't just a strike, it was a statement of destiny. Spain lifted the trophy, and Yamal lifted an entire nation's hopes. The Young Player of the Tournament award was just confirmation of what was already obvious. The new star had arrived. But behind the victory lay something even more valuable: global visibility. Scouts saw brilliance, brands saw business. His name was no longer local, it was international currency. Soon after the Euro spotlight, Adidas made its move. The German giant signed Yamal to a long-term deal, rumored to be worth millions. A rare commitment for someone still in his teens. This wasn't just about selling boots, it was about succession. Messi had carried Adidas for nearly 2 decades, and now the brand needed a new face for a new generation. Yamal represented everything Adidas wanted: youth, authenticity, charisma, and cross-cultural appeal. He wasn't just a player to them, he was a marketing movement. The future of Adidas football was now built around a teenager. When Barcelona unveiled Yamal's official jersey, sales exploded. Within weeks, his number outsold every other player on the roster, even surpassing Messi's peak-era Barcelona shirt sales. The economic impact was immediate. Barcelona, struggling financially after years of debt, saw Yamal as a commercial revival. Sponsorship interest returned, and investor confidence grew. This wasn't luck, it was fan psychology. Supporters weren't just buying a name, they were buying belief. The belief that Yamal was the bridge between nostalgia and renewal. In marketing terms, Yamal became the story, the narrative every brand wanted to attach to. And in today's digital era, influence is the currency of success. If the stadiums roar for Yamal, the internet echoes it. His social media presence rivals established stars, with engagement levels far beyond his age group. Every clip of his assists, every reaction, every training glimpse turns viral. Platforms push his content because the world can't stop watching him grow. He's mastered relatability, a teenager showing glimpses of ordinary life while living an extraordinary one. That duality fuels his digital empire. For brands, this is gold. They don't just see followers, they see connection. Yamal's posts generate emotions, and emotions generate value. Football has evolved. It's no longer just about winning matches, it's about owning markets. Clubs now view young stars as commercial centers, not just sporting assets. Yamal embodies this industrialization of fame. His highlight reels feed into algorithmic marketing pipelines that turn moments into measurable profit. AI-driven analytics determine when he posts, how he engages, and what brands align best with his personality. In the modern football economy, identity itself is monetized. Yamal's rise is proof that footballers today are not only athletes, they're global media brands operating in real-time economies. Let's talk numbers. Between salary, bonuses, and sponsorships, Yamal's annual earnings have already entered the multi-million range, unmatched for an 18-year-old athlete. His Barcelona contract, Adidas deal, and digital endorsements make him one of the highest-earning teens in sports history. For perspective, Cristiano Ronaldo at 18 earned a small fraction of this. Kylian Mbappe's first major deal came years later. Yamal has already crossed both benchmarks. It reflects a changing landscape. Investors now target youth early, securing influence before fame peaks. Yamal is the template for that model, but even golden paths have shadows. The physical and mental toll of fame at 18 is immense. Each game adds pressure. Each appearance multiplies expectations. Reports of recurring groin fatigue have worried medical staff, reminders that bodies mature slower than markets. Overexposure is another risk. Every headline, interview, and campaign adds to the weight. It's easy for young stars to burn out when their lives become global content. However, Yamal's management team is proactive. They balance schedules, filter brand deals, and guard his privacy. Protecting him isn't just ethical. Lamine Yamal's story isn't just about football achievements. It's about the blueprint of a new generation of athletes, where sport, business, and technology converge. At 18, he represents the fusion of legacy and innovation, a product of Barcelona's past and a projection of football's commercial future. He's redefined what it means to make it young. No longer just about trophies. He didn't just join football's elite, he reshaped it. He turned his potential into power, and his story into strategy. And as brands, clubs, and fans watch him rise, one thing becomes clear. Lamine Yamal isn't playing the old game anymore. He's building the new one.